Too much pressure. That's my problem. I can't handle pressure. Sometimes pressure make me talk different. I'm serious. You ever have like that social pressure? You ever talk to somebody who's fake and they make you fake? Like, that kind of deal, like, hey, how you doing? You're like, fine, how are you? And you're like, I don't even talk like that. I get sick of that shit.
Trump don't give a fuck. Trump make his own rules. Trump was on the news. They asked Trump about the leaks. Trump said the leaks are real, but the news is fake. I heard about the leaks on the news, sir. You are confusing me. That's like the police pull you over, you tell them the blunt ain't real, but the smoke is. Take your ass to real jail then, since you're...
I don't know. I feel like we need to start not being so angry at things. I sit on the internet sometimes and I'm just like, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that, fuck that.
I can't even.
And with people, fuck him, fuck her.
Instagram.
I can't really go on.
Every morning I check Instagram and I wake up with that, with resentment, jealousy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's all. You gotta take. Yeah, it's really unhealthy.
It is. I do that a lot too. I definitely think that I'm trying to put my phone down way more.
Do you get jealous? Do you get jealous of
in
other
this
DJs?
book I read? Oh wait, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't get jealous of other DJs, but I think it's just like that. You just things start pissing you off. You read people's captions like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah.
You don't mean that shit.
Yeah.
You
True.
bitch.
Yeah. Or when people try to get real philosophical and you know who they are.
Absolutely.
And you're like, dude, your caption doesn't match who you are, man.
That's
like,
another thing. Is like, you know somebody, right? I know some comedians well. Mm-hmm. And then they try to put out this thing that they're nice or they're adventurous or that, you know what I mean? They're interesting, right? And I'm like, no, you're a dull piece of shit, and put that out there because you don't do that. You're on a mountain. Who brought you there? You didn't bring yourself there. You have some bitch, girl, woman. I'm just ranting.
Yeah.
I'm ranting, okay?
Thank you, Hollywood. Racism has been solved. This week, in activism no one asked for, entertainers continued their relentless fight to stay relevant, make change. The Dixie Chicks, also known as Migos for Midwest moms, are now just the Chicks. Smart move, making a comeback by chopping off your Dixie. SNL removed an episode where human soft-serve Jimmy Fallon did something funny, not the blackface. He pretended to be a comedian. NBC, you're worried we're gonna watch an episode of SNL from 20 years ago? We didn't watch the one from Saturday. And they took down an episode of Golden Girls for mud masks. Black people don't need protection from Blanche. They need protection from Becky. Entertainers aren't the only good-looking people with zero talent making change. Housewives with kids at college, or as some of you refer to them, realtors, have stopped using the term master bedroom. Really? That's not even the most racist term in real estate. You can still buy plantation-style houses, and people still do it. No Jew is sending their kid to a concentration-style camp. It's just crazy. For the last month, black people with a capital B have been very clear about the change they want. They don't want to get killed by the cops, and if they are, they want the cops prosecuted. And woke ally Hollywood listened to that information, digested it, and responded with, "Give them the cartoons!" Nailed it! Fox put out a statement saying The Simpsons will no longer have white actors voice non-white characters. Obviously, that doesn't apply to Fox News. Jenny Slate, unknown for her work on SNL, quit her role as a half-black, half-Jewish girl in a cartoon about horny children, the second child-related piece by John Mulaney, even though he doesn't have any kids of his own. It's getting weird, John. Also, Nick Kroll looks like a platypus running for mayor. Anyway, in her animation proclamation, Jenny stated, it was an example of white privilege and white supremacy, and she was engaging in an act of erasure of black people. Jenny, turn on the news, sweetheart. Cartoons aren't the ones erasing black people. Also, you're 100% Jewish. A black person is 100% black. So neither of you are 100% Missy. Let's be honest. Where the fuck are we gonna find a hormonal, half black, half Jew? All right, good point. But no, you need a mixed race woman. If only they could find Maya Rudolph, but she was probably too busy voicing other characters on the fucking show. How oblivious are you guys? But at least they took action while the show was still on the air. BoJack Horseman actor Alison Brie said she regrets playing a Vietnamese woman on the show. First of all, no one asked. Second of all, people want representation, not regret. The show is over, but you still found a way to make it about yourself and get some PC points. I mean, how close does an actor have to be in order to play the character? BoJack was voiced by Will Arnett, not an actual horseman. Also, how important do these fucking voice actors think they are? I mean, it's absurd. You're anonymous. I can't name the people that voiced Ariel, Aladdin, SpongeBob, Nemo. As a kid, every Saturday I watched X-Men, not that X-Men. I can't name a single voice actor from that show. No one knows voice actors. We don't know who played Miguel, Moana, Wally, and if it was Stephen Hawking, I don't want to hear him apologize. Just shut up and dribble. I didn't know a black guy played Samurai Jack or Shredder. To me, those characters were Asian. Ideally, these actors reflect the characters they play. Fuck it, let children play children in Mulaney's next cartoon. Just be careful who casts it. But sometimes it's difficult. I mean, to dub every anime, you would need to find a Japanese actor who speaks fucking Swahili. Sometimes you just need the best person for the role. That's what Jada did. But you know what's also important? That the writers who tell the story and the animators who depict them share the characters' life experiences. Getting rid of voice actors doesn't fix the problem. It's just pruning the tree, but never addressing the roots of the power imbalance. As stupid and sanctimonious as these actors sound, at least they're trying to help. Yes, they made the money first. Yes, the timing is curious as the cancel culture mob sets its sights on Hollywood. But still, they're sacrificing money and fame to help people with less representation. Maybe they were seduced by the opportunity and now they're trying to atone for it. Only they know for certain. That being said, the style of these announcements is so fucking annoying. How many non-binary baristas does it take to craft an apology? I swear every time it's like liberal buzzword bingo, toxic, erasure. Playing a cartoon character that you half represent isn't white supremacy. Thinking you can erase black people because of it is. You're exaggerating the severity of the situation to get Hollywood belly rubs. It's this white saviorism I fucking hate. Minorities aren't fragile little children that need to be coddled. That's celebrities. If you want to step down, great. Just keep it moving because no one asked for this. At no protest did someone have a sign that said defund the Golden Girls or abolish the master bedroom. So here's what we're gonna do. Realtors. You want to make things better for black people? Start showing them the houses they qualify for. Hollywood, you want to make things more equitable? Hire more black writers and actually promote them. All this nonsense is just paranoid, performative bullshit, and we can see right through it. And Dixie Chicks, I'm sorry, the Chicks, keep making those hits. Thanks, peace.
You know those people you say hello and they don't say hello back, they just smile, and it's a fake smile? I know I've talked about this in my podcast. There was somebody when I lived in New York used to do that. And I fell for it like the first 67 times. I'd be walking down the hall, and this lady would be walking the other way with her fucking kids. And I'd be like, hey, good morning, or hey, hello, or good afternoon, whatever the fuck you say, right? Big fucking wave. Hey, fellow human being polite. How are you? Right? And she would always do the same thing. She'd tilt her head to the side like she was going, aww. And then she'd do this smile, which she wouldn't show any teeth, just like the Jay Leno smile. And then her eyes would like squint up like she was looking into the sun. Big stupid red lipstick. And every fucking time I was just like, oh, what if I just fucking punched her right in the face? Made her kids cry, and I just laughed. I didn't laugh. I just walked away. You know? I'd still be affected. There'd be a part of my soul that I lost when I did it. But I'll tell you, in that moment, catch her right as she closes her eyes. You know? Like a fucking Ulf Samuelson move. Don't even drop the glove. Keep it on and just blast her right in the face. And I wanted to do that every fucking time. And then finally one day she walked towards me and I was walking towards her. And she actually started to anticipate me saying hello because we're looking right at each other and I'm in my head just going, I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying hello to this bitch says hello to me. This is another thing that makes you die early. You know? Is fucking literally sitting in your apartment, your little ass shoebox of apartment in New York, plotting, scheming, conspiring. How you gonna fucking not say hello to this bitch the next time you see her? You know? As you're eating a bacon, egg, and cheese and adding an extra couple of miles for you had to beat every couple of times, right? So anyway, she comes walking at me. I'm walking her. I'm like,
real, let me tell you about a story so true. We're showing me style and it's all so cool. It's about a garment torn and frayed, getting its threads, the story conveyed. Walking down the streets with holes in my teeth. These ripped things here, part of me you see. It ain't about the brand or the label it holds. It's about the journey, the stories it unfolds. In these ragged clothes, I find my voice. A testament to resilience, my choice. From the streets to the stage, I rock my style. In my tattered shirt, I walk that mile. Ripped and torn, but still I stand in my ragged attire. I command, it's not just fabric, it's a statement. I preach in my threadbare garment, I find my reach. From the barrio to the bar, I make my mark. In my worn out jeans, I leave a spark. They may call it rags, but I call it art. In every stitch and tear, I play my part. It's the struggle of the streets, the hustle so real. In my tattered jacket, I seal the deal. A symbol of defiance against the status quo. My passion, the pants, I let it show. It's not about the riches or the wealth I lack. In my faded hoodie, I stay on track. It's the heart of the hustle, the grind each day. In my worn out kicks, I find my way. Ripped and torn, but still I stand. In my ragged attire, I command. It's not just fabric, it's a statement I preach. In my threadbare garment, I find my reach. So here's to the ones with the clothes that tear. In our patched up attire we have, so let the world see our garments worn. For in our rags, our stories are born. In the language of the streets we speak. In our torn up clothes we find our peak.
Like, I'm not fucking saying hello this time. You know? And we got right to the point where it's like, who's gonna blink? And I timed it perfectly. She anticipated me saying hello and she started to tilt her head, and I fucking did my impression of what she did. And I, of course, did it completely over the top. Like, I literally laid my head on my shoulders, squinted my eyes, and I made this ridiculous face and continued to walk, and she never looked at me in the hall again. And this is the genius of it. She just, it's not like she knows what the fuck she looks like. I'm so self-involved, I assume she totally understood my point, what I was trying to make. You know? Like, say hello, stop making that stupid face. She probably looked at like, what the fuck is with that guy? He has some sort of mental tick. I don't want him around my children. But you know what? It made me feel better.